Hi, and thanks for joining me. And today let's talk about the different options to place your electrodes as effectively as possible. First, you should know what kind of electrodes are available, and I'll link the video above. But now let's start. It is important to understand that zapping works due to low current flow, but also with the help of frequencies, and electric charges take the shortest way from the plus to the minus pole, thus from one electrode to the other. And due to this fact, you can already deduce quite well where the electrodes should be placed best, namely always in the area where you want to achieve as much as possible with the application. Let's have a look at a few examples. When it comes to the application of the Diamond Shield program, you want to reach your main meridians, and these are located all over the body, front, back, starting from the toes or the fingers. So it makes sense to place the electrodes in a way to reach as much of the body as possible, for example, diagonally. And here it makes sense to apply them alternately on the left wrist and right ankle, and then next time on the right wrist and left ankle. If your time permits, you could also run the program twice in a row, once on the left and then on the right. Also, all other programs that are supposed to have a generalized effect, you can proceed in this way. I'll give you a few more examples. Programs like Feel Well, Relaxation, DTX, Result of Emotions, 72727, also the Bi-Blow card if you want to treat electrosmog and geopathy. Actually, whenever there is no local limitation of a symptom, or if you use the Diamond Shield prophylactically. But if you have local symptoms now, then it increases the effectiveness if you also restrict this area with the electrodes. For example, if you have an inflammation in the knee or elbow, put adhesive electrodes on the side and see how it goes for you. For complaints in the lower body area, so up to the hip, I would connect to the feet, but you can also narrow it down. For example, if you want to treat the cuff, then you could attach one electrode to the foot and the other slightly above the knee. In the trunk area, kidney, stomach, intestines, and so on, I would either work with the wrist cuffs or diagonally again. If I want to reach a certain organ, for example, support the liver with the DTX chip card, then I take my adhesive electrodes and place them in such a way that the liver is limited. Of course, you should know where the organs are located, but there are many ways to figure that out. If you now have any complaints in the head area, for example, you have an inflammation at the auricle, you could hold one electrode to the auricle and the second electrode I would then attach a little weight to the other wrist. Also in the head area, I wouldn't go up with the intensity, and from my feeling, I wouldn't attach both electrodes to the head at the same time. For sore throats or sinus problems, applying them to the shoulders has worked well for me. That is quite close, but for my feeling, still in the green zone. Or you can take the electrodes in your hand and place only one at a time on the spot that is making you uncomfortable. For neck headaches, I also had a good experience with the back program in combination with a one-sided electrode application on hands and feet. For example, first on the left side, then on the right. According to the experience reports of a naturopath, it has also been shown that in the case of tension in the shoulder belt, where one might actually think it would be perfect to apply the electrodes on the left and right sides of the shoulders, it is unfortunately not as effective, but rather a short-term feeling of pressure in the back of the head can occur. If you have discomfort there, then it is better to use the hands or wrists. But feel free to try it yourself and share your experiences in the comments. What else is there to know? With the different types of electrodes, you have of course the possibility to go directly to common problem areas such as knees or elbows. The bandages with silver fiber are ideal for this. And also a tip from my side, if you have strong ankles and cannot use closed wrist cuffs because they are too tight or generally uncomfortable, you could also try the elbow or knee bandages on the ankle. Of course, all electrodes must fit well, contact must be given so that the device also works. The depth of penetration of current into the body also depends on various factors such as the strength of the current, the moisture content of the skin, and the electrical resistance of the tissue, because basically it flows rather superficially. Dr. Hulda Clark, the inventor of the first zapper in the 90s, was able to determine in her extensive research that there are also some places where the electricity does not reach. Among other things, she speaks of tooth holes, the digestive tract, gallstones, and the inside of tumors, because the current does not pass evenly through the body. It is probably the case that a large part acts through the channels and fluids, means via blood and lymphatic system in the body. And this is the case when you only use the current zapper for an application. This means that you only use the current of the zapper and the positive offset voltage, which is generated by the battery. This applies, for example, to the continuous zap or 72727 program. Then there is also the possibility of frequency zapping, where you use certain excitation frequencies. This way you can proceed in a very selective way, and it has the advantage that you can also reach other regions with it due to the resonance principle. Basically, a combination of both is perfect. And some time ago, naturopath Baklayan also made a groundbreaking development called fractal enhancer. And in his tests, he found out that through this fractal turbulence, due to the used Tesla coils and the special arrangement of them, a clockwise vortex is created, which allows the frequencies to penetrate 3 to 5 times deeper into the tissue. But if you want to know more about this, I'll link you the video above. So, I hope this is helpful for you, so that you can further optimize your application if desired. Feel free to leave me a subscription so I know you appreciate my work. I'm also happy about your comment. In the info box there are again affiliate links with 5% discount for you. I wish you a great time and see you soon.